Hi everybody, I'm Beebs Kelley. Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to look at just a few of the looks from the Oscars red carpet, and I will be back with a part 2 to show some more. And before we get started, please excuse my pillow and my zip up and my casual appearance. I'm still dealing with a pretty severe injury to my upper back, so this is the only way I can film, is this way, for now. So please excuse me. But let's begin with Goldie, Hawn, and Kate Hudson here. Oh, they look so nice. Wow. Notice for Goldie, the embellishments are at diagonals, they're at angles. This is going to be very slimming for her, very, very nice. And I love the opera gloves. Kate Hudson's dress is just stunning. This is so beautiful. What a gorgeous color on her. The peplum is great. She has a very rectangular body type without a super well-defined waist. So this peplum is giving her hip and making her figure look more curvaceous, more feminine. I love this. It's beautiful in every way. The only thing is it looks like it might be falling down just a tad, but I give it a pass because everything else about this is stunning. Teyana Taylor is wearing a very beautiful, embellished black and white dress here. I like how simple it is up here at the neckline. The feathers aren't my favorite. They look just a tiny bit messy, but I like the idea. I like the top half. The bodice and up is beautiful. The feathers just aren't my favorite. What do you guys think? Jessie Buckley's pink dress is beautiful, but I don't love the red piece over the top. I feel like this would be so gorgeous by itself. This pink dress is such beautiful fabric. It's laying so beautifully, defines her waist nicely, and the red just feels unnecessary and a little heavy in comparison to this gorgeous, gorgeous pink dress. Michael B. Jordan looks really nice. No notes, looks nice. I quite like Elle Fanning's dress here. The drop waist to the skirt is very flattering for her. It gives her waistline more room to breathe and show up. It doesn't cut the waist short, giving her a short-waisted look. She's not short-waisted, but sometimes with these bigger ball gowns that are more voluminous throughout the skirt, if it starts too high and the volume starts too high, it overwhelms and makes you look really short and like the dress is eating you alive. And that's negated by this drop waist effect here. It's very beautiful, very smart. I'm not sure that the silver tacked on looks seamless in every area here. Some of these pieces closer to the hemline are starting to look a little bit crafty. I wish it had faded out in a more delicate way, but overall I think this is really beautiful and I really like it. It's a very gorgeous fit on her. Emma Stone is just looking absolutely beautiful. She's got great makeup these days. Her makeup and hair are just making her look like she's glowing. So pretty. The dress itself, I'm not a huge fan of. The cap sleeves are kind of floating. I'm not loving that. And as you can see, the hemline beneath the bust is so high up. It's making her bust look really, really small. I wish this had a different construction from the underbust up for her specifically. But it looks like it's a well-done piece. It's just not my favorite. I really like Nicole Kidman's dress here. This is quite pretty, though the nude of the skirt is blending into the background of this Oscars backdrop, so that's a little unfortunate, but I think this is really pretty. It's very well done. As you can see, it's perfectly fitted. We have no problems with the neckline looking like it's falling down or anything like that. The peplum is going to add hip, which Nicole benefits from. She's a fairly straight body type. She does have a well-defined waist. She's very tall, so she has a long torso, but her shoulder line is a little bit wider than her hip line, so having a peplum here is smart. Again, the feathers are a little messy looking to me, but it's not the worst. I think this would have been pretty with more color as well. Ooh, I really like Chase Infiniti's dress here. I don't love this necklace with it, though. For a halter strap like this, a choker necklace that's kind of heavy is not the best option. I think this would have been elevated even further with an updo and opera gloves. This is the Oscars. I think that the way this dress has that halter neck, it could border a little less formal. So if it had opera gloves and an updo, it would have for sure given it a very formal styling and a very formal impact and been more well suited for the Oscars. But this is fitting her perfectly. Look how perfect it fits throughout her bodice. And the ruffled sort of front side train It's from this angle, it looks really nice. That may not be the case from other angles. I'm always a little cautious with these, as certain angles it looks like it's just stuck on, just tacked on, and I don't care for that. I feel like it needs a more seamless integration where it looks very intentional and not stuck on afterwards, you know what I mean? So from this angle, I quite like it. And this lavender color is beautiful. I love that we're seeing more color. Leonardo DiCaprio looks perfectly polished in his suit. Rose Byrne's dress is beautiful. Oh, I just wish it were up a tiny bit higher for her bust line. But this is very gorgeous. I love everything about this dress. It's so pretty. Wunmi's emerald green sequined dress is very pretty. I'm not sure that these sleeves with the cutouts and the shoulder are the best. They're kind of bulky looking, but the dress itself is really nice. It's a maternity look. You know, those aren't always the easiest, so I give her a pass. This statement dress on Demi Moore is something else. Wow, this is really cool. The scales across the midsection with all these feathers are just enhancing her figure because we have volume and texture that's 3D on the bust and the skirt, so it's allowing her waist to look more well defined here. I mean, it's a little intense, the feathers are, but it's fun, and I think it's a cool dress. I think she's wearing it really, really well, and I think it's a decent venue for it. I think this could have also been more costumey and done like Met Gala or something of that nature. Would have been a good venue for it. It's not quite as like glam and whatnot. It's got an edge to it for the Oscars, but I still think it's fine, and she's wearing it well. I like that Kieran Culkin went for a brown suit. It's well fitted, it looks really nice on him, and it's something different. Gwyneth Paltrow's dress is weird. From the front, it just looks incredibly stiff, especially the way she's standing. Her posture here, she looks very uncomfortable, and it looks to be falling down along the bust line. Because it's completely open on the sides to reveal these sheer, sparkly, slim fit trousers, which you can't really call them trousers since they're sheer. In all honesty, though, this just doesn't look very flattering. I think the effect would have been more dramatic and more successful with a brighter color on the dress and better execution overall. However, regardless, the contrast between this stiffly hanging satin in the front and back of the dress to the wide open sides just isn't really working because it's not a seamless, smooth, congruous concept. It looks less intentional. And that combined with her uncomfy stature here, it looks more like a mistake than a risque statement. Timothée Chalamet's white suit is just okay, nothing special. Jacob Elordi also looks quite nice. I really like the vest underneath. Maya Rudolph is finally in something a little bit more flattering for her. I'm glad. She's been wearing a lot of weird pieces this year so far. This is a lot nicer. The ruffles and the layers of this kind of blend her style concerns, so it makes it look a little bit more flattering to her. I don't love the way the sleeves are done, but it's better than things she's been wearing, you guys, so we have to let it go. Kristen Wiig's dress is a little bit busy. There's a lot of embellishments going on, but it looks fairly well fitted and well done. Javier Bardem also went for a brown suit. I like that. It's well fitted and looks great. But Misty Copeland's outfit, I do not like this at all. It's overwhelming. The ruffles around the waist are just messy and bulky, and the top is bulky. And then the skirt is really slim fit, so it just looks top heavy, messy, bulky. It looks like she's wearing 3 different vibes. This is a mess. At the Oscars? What is happening? I wonder if she was there just to spite Timothée Chalamet for his stupid comments. I really like Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas's outfits here. She looks absolutely beautiful, but I would have loved to see this with opera gloves and an updo. It just would have elevated the glam even further. But this is beautiful on her. It looks like it fits her perfectly. She's wearing it well. I just wish the styling had a tiny bit more oomph to it. Unfortunately, Kathy Bates' dress isn't quite as successful. As you can see, there's a lot of wrinkling along the sleeves, the waist, and the lap area, and it just makes the whole thing look messy and stiff. But I do like the choice of neckline, and the embellishments are nice, but the dress itself maybe wasn't the best choice if she had to like sit for a while before getting there. because of the amount of wrinkling. It's always important to think about just how much sitting is going to have to be done before pictures, like at weddings, so that you don't choose something that's going to wrinkle so much. Like Jessie Buckley's dress, that ethereal fabric does not wrinkle the same as this sort of satin does. McKenna Grace in a true princess dress here. Look how perfect it is. There is no problems with the fit here. Look at how this does not look like she's spilling out of it at the bust line because it has straps. I love that she didn't go for strapless because those are always so much harder to wear and have them look elegant. This is beautiful in every way. It reminds me of Princess Aurora's dress. Therefore, I would like one. Mikey Madison's dress is really beautiful here. I quite like this attractive ruching. The diagonal lines that it creates are very, very flattering. The only thing I don't like is that strap just hanging down. What the heck is the point of that, besides making it look like it fell down unintentionally by accident? I wish that weren't there. The rest of this is gorgeous. I love this rich color as well. We never get enough color on these red carpets these last few years. Audrey Nuna's piece is hugely voluminous. Wow, there's a lot going on here. I think it's okay. It's a little bit overwhelming, but it's interesting. And it's well balanced from a design perspective. It's not throwing off her proportions tremendously, so I think it's fine. It's a little intense, though, if I'm being honest. Although I like the silhouette of Sigourney Weaver's dress for her, it being more streamlined, it's not highlighting or making a focal point of the waist, the silver cuffs and collar, I don't feel like are working here. They feel very out of place. They keep catching the eye. They look heavy. I think this would have been a lot more successful without those. With something that just matched the tones of the dress would have been more flattering. Anne Hathaway, though, did not disappoint. Look at this full glam, full Oscars style here. This is what we expect to see. Opera gloves, gorgeous jewelry, beautiful dress, perfectly executed. I really like this, and I love the embellishments on it. The embroidery on it is so beautiful. Of this bunch, I would say McKenna Grace, Rose Byrne, Chase Infiniti, and Kate Hudson are probably my 4 favorites out of this bunch. But leave what you liked the best and what you liked the least in the comments below, and I will be back with more Oscars as soon as I can get another film day squeezed in. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for watching this video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Have a happy day, everybody. Bye!